Hello. In this tutorial, I'm going to explain how to make forms. That's form right there. Forms are used in almost every website today and are an important asset to a website that wants users to be part of it. Normally, a person needs to send information to a secured server, but I'm going to explain the basics of creating a form without sending that to a server. So this, you can put things into this form right here, but it's not going to go anywhere. But this is just to show you how to make one. I mean, if you have a server you're connected to, then yes. This one, no. Okay, we're gonna start form making. First, we're gonna go to our CSS sheet here, and we're gonna start with the CSS styling for the form and the container of the form. So we're gonna make a form border, and solid it, and give it 2 pixels, color, blue, please. Okay. Next, we'll give it padding. Padding of 1 EM, and then we're going to give it a font size of 16 pixels. Close that. And now we're going to do the form container. And we're going to give it a width of 40% and make it float right. So it's going to be on the right side of the screen. Alright, close that. Okay, this is here is going to set the basic elements for the form, which I'm going to add more to later. Every form needs to be between form tags, and every form element needs to be in field sets. You give certain names and IDs so that a server would know where to put information that's being sent to it. Okay, now we're going to start our HTML here. We're going to make a div ID and then call it form container. Okay, and then we're going to make another form ID. And then we're going to make it, call this one survey. Name, survey, method. See, it looks confusing now, but in the end it will all come together. Okay. File set, field sets, legend, information, and then close the legend tag. And the legend element here puts a title to the section. So it's going to be like information. And then we'll go to label. Oh, this part here, the for part that we're doing here, tells the form to which part of the server to send it to. So this would be first name. So it will, the first, whatever we fill in the first name section will be sent to the first name. Then we need to make input type. Because you need to have a place to input the first name before you can send it to the first name. Text name. First name, remember to put it in parentheses. ID, first name. Alrighty. Now you can copy and paste this part, all this right here. Just 2 lines. About 2 more times. 1, 2, and then you can change the form name and the ID. And we're gonna have an email section, and we're gonna change the input type there as well. First, we gotta change last name. Last name everywhere. Okay, now we'll have Email, I think. And you can write this all out again by hand if you want. I find just changing a few things easier. Email, email, email. Okay, now that that's all done, we want the... Oh, wait, I almost forgot to close my field set. Field set's closed, don't forget that. Okay, now we want the email field over there to have a wider space and have a placeholder value. So we're going to put the following here. We give the size of 40, and then the placeholder, we just make it abc@gmail.com. So that means when you look at it, the email section will always have abc@gmail.com there until you start typing. So people will know, put an email address there. Okay. I'm gonna upload and show what we got so far. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. We're now going to style the text in the field set so it doesn't look weird. I said it was beautiful, but as you saw, the text was weird. Yeah, last name's on its own line, email's on its own line. We're going to fix that right now. Okay, we're going to go back to our CSS sheets. And we're going to give it a float left label. I spelled float wrong. I'm going to fix it. Make sure you spell it right or it won't work. Okay, we're going to give it a width of 100 pixels. A margin right 15 pixels. Give color black. And we're going to make it float left. And we'll close it. Now we're going to do a float left input. And we're going to display block. And then close it. Okay, now we're going to add class to the field set. Go to the field set here. Class equals float left. And we're going to see how much better it looks now. Yeah, that looks really nice now. Alright. Now that looks cool, but we're going to open up the next field set. And this time, we're going to use radio buttons to indicate gender. Alright, start a new field set. Field sets. Legend again. This time it's going to be gender. Okay, our input type will be radio button. Radio. And then name will be name. Gender. ID is going to be male. And the value is also going to be male. Okay. And then we can add a label. Label for male will be male. I'm sure you're seeing a trend here. And then end your label. Alright, all that right there, that's going to be everything for the first button. For the second button, we're going to take all this and we're going to copy and paste it. And we're going to make it female, but we're going to have it so the female button is already checked by default. Okay. Checked. I'm going to change everything else to female. Okay, and then we're going to close it. field set. Okay, last but not least, we're going to add a send and reset buttons to the forms. We're going to style them first, so we're going to go back to our CSS. We're going to start. It's going to be input button, so we're going to call it input button. Space dot there. Okay, then we'll display it inline. We're going to give it padding, 4 pixels of padding. Okay, and then we'll close it, and now we'll go back to our save it first, don't save. And we'll go back to our HTML, and we're going to put in the HTML code. Right, we have our input type. It's going to be submit. The submit form. And then our value is going to be send. And then our class is going to be button. Okay, and now for the reset button. The input type is going to be reset this time. And the value is also going to be reset. And the class is also a button. Okie dokes, close that. Now we close the form. And then close the div. Alright, let's see it. There you go. There's the form. Yeah. Form's great. You said it. It's all good. It all works. And now you have a way to create forms for your website.